Are we on?
Yeah, you're on.
Is it time to go?
It's go time.
It's go time?
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Well, I guess we should play something.
Oh, okay. Is that why we're here? I thought this was a comedy show, actually. You mean I have to be able to play cello? I thought you told me this was a prop when you handed it to me. All right.
I guess we're gonna have to try this thing.
Well, let's
yeah.
Let's see if the prop
take it out for a spin and see what happens.
Obviously, the comedy is falling short, so I have to play music.
We don't have a laugh track.
That's true. There we go.
All hail to the days that merit more praise than all the rest of the year, and welcome the nights that double delights, as well for the poor as the peer. Sweet blessings attend each merry man's friend that doth but the best that he may, forgetting old wrongs with poems and songs to drive the cold winter away. 'Tis ill for the mind to anger incline, to think of small injuries now. If wrath be to seek, don't lend her thy cheek, don't let her inhabit thy brow. Cross out of thy books malevolent looks, both beauty and youth's decay, and spend the long nights in honest delights to drive the cold winter away. This time of the year is spent in good cheer, with neighbors together to meet, to sit by the fire with friendly desire, with others in love to greet. All grudges forgot, are put in the pot, all sorrows aside they lay. The old and the young down carol this song to drive the cold winter away. All hail to the days that merit more praise than all the rest of the year, and welcome the nights that double delights, as well for the poor as the peer. Sweet blessings attend each merry man's friend that doth of the best that he may, forgetting old wrongs with poems and songs to drive the cold winter away. Well, hey friends, welcome to Monday night here at the Wandering Bard. I am Jeremy Grafe, and with me is Luke Lee, who you might recognize from such wonderful places as the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. So we've got a lot of really fun stuff to share tonight, and I'm really excited about that. So tonight would be a good night to give this channel a follow. Make sure your notifications are turned on and share, because I think tonight is going to be one for the books.
Oh, absolutely.
We're committed to starting off 2022 with a bang, so Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with us, and we're all happy you made it to the other side with us. So,
there it is.
yeah, we've got all kinds of...
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Happy New
Happy New
celebrating the new year. Yes. All right.
Yeah. So we've got a few announcements here and there, but mostly we just have some really fun music. Back on Black Friday, we got to play a really fun gig at Medusa Meadery in Lancaster, and it was a blast. And some of these songs we got to play there, and we just had such a good time that we wanted to share that with all of you that couldn't make it to Lancaster and might not be able to be traveling for a while for various and sundry reasons. So while we're all sheltering in place, we might as well have some music.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So how are we doing?
We're good. Everybody's here, hanging out and chat.
Cool.
Chatting.
Well, hey, I know what I did New Year's Eve. I got to play a gig with my friend Robin Chambers at Artifice Ales and Mead. We had a really good time. We played for 3 hours and played, well, for people who have been watching this show for a while, it was a mix that you would have expected. There were some new wave covers. There were some 90s alternative covers. There were some Ren Faire stuff and some classic Christmas songs, as well as a smattering of originals. We had a really good time. And rung in the new year in high style. And anyway, that was our New Year's. What was your New Year's Eve like? It could have been a quiet night at home, and that's cool. But what was maybe your favorite thing that you got to do New Year's Eve? So hit those up in the chat, and we look forward to seeing the comments. Oh, you were going to start this one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's fun.
They were super excited about Dragon.
That was cool.
They like the cello.
Me too.
I mean,
Thank God.
mm,
Vanessa said cello makes everything awesome.
I mean that song doesn't need much help. So.
And
Thank you.
Glenda was like, the cello is perfect.
Yay!
well,
They really like Dragon. That was the other part. All the Dragon emotes show up in the chat.
Yes. That's awesome.
speaking of emotes, so we did get some more emotes unlocked, friends, and I have been remiss in setting them up on the back end. So I know a lot of you are hanging on to a shit ton of channel points. So hang on to those for the moment. I will have some brand spanking new emotes for you very soon. If I don't remember this week, I hope you will all be able to forgive me because I've been demoing a lot and working on the finishing touches on some of the recording for the new album that I plan on releasing with a whole lot of new original material. We're going to be playing a few of those songs a little bit later, but I did want to say, since we just played Dragon on January 31st, which is coming up in just a few short weeks, I'm going to be releasing an instrumental version of A Vision in Exile. So for those moments where you're not really necessarily wanting to have singing in a song, but you really need to hear Dragon, this might be an album for you. You can pre-order that on jeremygrafemusic.com, and if you do that, you will get a brand spanking new digital copy delivered directly to your inbox on January 31st. But if you can't wait that long and you must have A Vision in Exile instrumentally before then, you can become a subscriber to my website for just the low price of $10 a month. And not only do you get that album a month before everyone else, you get access to the entire discography, which is already uploaded and awaiting your email. That's right. And there's also a ton of videos. So I put up the last few weeks of the live stream. So all 3 Christmas shows are up in their entirety. So we got dinged for some copyright stuff, and subscribers get to see the whole thing. So the public videos, I often end up cutting the stuff that is not public domain because Twitch very kindly pays for performance royalties, but not rebroadcast royalties. And YouTube does not tolerate any rebroadcasting. So if you want access to the whole VOD or any VOD, sign up for the subscriptions, which is real cool.
And where can you listen when you're not streaming?
Oh, you can listen on Spotify or really anywhere where there's music. So every album that I've done up to now was under the name Subaltern Project, and it is literally on every single streaming service. If you're a Spotify member, you can actually pre-save the instrumental version of A Vision in Exile, and I would love it if you would do that, because the more people that pre-save, the more likely it is that something from the album shows up on somebody else's playlist, which could be real cool. A really easy way to support my music or any music that you love is like it and share it. It's a little thing, maybe to you, but from our standpoint, like every like and every share makes it more likely that other people see our stuff. So, yeah, the more you like and the more you share, the more you help smaller independent artists like us out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, normally when Luke and I get to hang out together and play music for a long period of time, we're more like in the 1580s. Which is fun. Like we spent 3 months in 1585 together earlier this year, and that was fun. But
Actually, I think it was just one day.
just one day.
Yeah,
It was sort of a Groundhog Day thing. Well, it's actually 2 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was the same day, but 2 different
Versions.
main possibilities. Yeah.
Where were you spending your time?
Yes. We played at Pennsylvania Ren Faire together.
Yes.
And Luke has been a mainstay there for the last few years, as Rowan the Bowen. If you've been to Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair in the last 4 or 5 years?
5, yeah.
5. The last 5 years, you will have seen him play around the Shire. He is ubiquitous, and I suspect a time turner might be involved.
Is this where I share links?
This is where you share links.
Ooh, talk
So we've got Bandcamp where you can buy Luke's 2 albums, going by the titles.
So the first one is There's Always Room for Cello. And then the second one is You Had Me at Cello. I'm going to have to stop recording music once I run out of cello puns.
Can you run out of cello puns?
That's a good question. I know another good one is They Call Me Mellow Cello.
That's true.
Call me Mellow.
You could call one, Cello, is it me you're looking for?
There's so many.
We could go all
Help
day.
us out in the chat.
Yeah.
Just throw
Yeah.
Throw in the cello puns.
Cello puns.
Luke's all about it. The lucky winner will receive a thank you in the liner notes of his new album.
Exactly. You'll get credit for coming up with the title at the very
That's
least.
right. That's right.
And where else can we find Luke on social media?
I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube as Just Another Cello.
That's true. And we've got 2 out of 3 of those links in a convenient, easily shareable package.
Indeed.
So do check that out. And, well, it is kind of interesting that we did mention Pennsylvania Ren Faire, where we did sing this song quite a lot together.
Oh, yeah.
But often not anywhere near each other on stage. So
At least twice.
at least twice.
At least.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
The summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon pure and crystal fountain, and around it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And if my love will leave me, I will surely find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
is leaving, and the trees are sweetly turning, and the wild mountain tide casts its seed by the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ya go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Just so you know, everybody in the chat was singing along with
Aw.
us. We were singing the chorus.
Ah,
with you.
good deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're used to. We're used to everybody singing the chorus all the time.
Yeah, everybody was.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
Here's to all of you.
You can actually hear an instrumental version of that song on my most recent album, and it also featuring Gary Mazu, Jim Hancock, and my sister on harp, Mary Kate. So
You do have to say that because you have several sisters that play
Yes,
harp.
Exactly, yeah. My sister who plays harp envelops all four of my sisters. So. Funnily enough, so in case any of you don't know, I have four sisters who all have hyphenated names, and the first part of all their names is Mary. So I will answer our house phone sometimes, and someone will be like, "Is Mary there?" And I'm like, "Which one?" And they're like, "Mary Lee." And I'm like, "Which one?" And they're like, "The one that plays the harp." And I'm like, "Which one?"
See, at that point, I would just hand the phone to the nearest Mary.
Yeah, well, that's the
Because
next step.
any of those, that's all true. And they'll learn a valuable lesson in knowing the hyphen.
Oh yeah, it's quite important.
That's true.
Grace in the chat. It wasn't me. Cheers, Grace. Cheers.
That's right. Here's to Grace.
Yes.
But you actually have one. Like, you could have actually raised the actual thing.
I could have, but like,
That's good object work.
too much effort. It's only my sister we're choosing. I don't need to.
Oh, we love you, Grace.
Jeremy loves you, Grace.
Oh. Jeremy and Lori love you, Grace. I'm gonna throw myself in.
Yeah.
All right.
How are we doing over there?
Good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody, like, shared any fun stuff from New Year's?
Oh, yeah, a while back.
A while back? Why don't you say something?
I don't know, because it kept going on.
Oh man, active comment section.
That's right. That's good. That's what we want.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Heather said she played on her new guitar, drank mulled wine, and fell asleep at 12:01.
That is excellent timing, Heather.
Yeah, that's a
Good
that's
work.
A solid New Year's right there.
Jason said, got to see you some on Volgamute Live.
Oh, right on. Thanks for tuning into that Volgamute stream.
Yes, yes.
Very cool. Thanks, Jason.
Glenda spent quality time with their son.
Nice. Glad you got to see your son, Glenda.
Yeah, Lindsay was supposed to do the Van Gogh experience, but
Ooh.
got canceled.
Ah, that's a bummer.
That's
I hope
exactly what I said.
I hope they reschedule that, Lindsay,
Well,
because
he's going, but he's going to Spain Saturday.
oh, that's right. Well, happy trails, Lindsay. If we don't see you around on the stream, yeah, that's right. I feel like that's like a whole other. Yeah. Have safe travels, Lindsay. Spain's amazing. I hope to be able to do that someday.
Fight some bulls for me.
Oof. For me, I'm a lot easier. Just get some really good paella. Just do that. We'll call that square. No risk to life or limb. Just, get in there and have all the shrimp and the rice and yeah, that'll be great.
our new friend Sandra got to see some friends and some karaoke.
Cool, cool. What were some karaoke highlights, Chandra?
Yeah. Oh, and then also, one of Luke's sisters should have been named Lori. Because Lorelai. I don't know.
Lori Lee.
Lori
Yeah.
Lee. Oh, yeah.
Haha.
I was reading it as
That's good. That's good.
Lorelai.
Well, yeah, but right. That's good.
Sorry, I need another beer. One's not gonna cut it.
Supplies running low.
At least morale's not low.
No, morale is not low.
Morale's not low. 2022.
That's right.
It
We're
is.
starting the year on a high note.
I have a few of those.
That's good. I can't. I only go.
I mean, you
That's
also
not
have
too
like harmonics and stuff. So you could...
Well, yeah. I mean, but so do you.
Yeah, that's true. I could start it on an even higher note than the one
Yeah.
I just played.
The creepy seagulls could show up.
Oh, yes, yes. Anyway. We're here all night, folks. Well, actually, no. Probably just for like a few more minutes. but-
All this on a prop cello.
Exactly.
Right?
I've never seen this before in my life. I'm actually not even a musician.
He just shows up, carries around a wooden box, and miracle of miracles, he can play the damn thing. Not true.
I can't actually play.
He can play.
Uh,
Many hours have been logged on to the cello. When did you start playing?
when I was 9, so more years than I can currently math right
I was
now.
going to say math is hard.
Yeah. Let's see. What is 21 minus? No, that wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 21 minus 9.
Right.
It was at 12, I think. Yeah. Okay. About 12 years, give or take.
That's
So
good.
I started piano 2 years before that, so lots of music.
It's a lot of stretching for a 7-year-old hand.
Yeah. I wasn't very good. I stopped taking piano lessons a little bit after I started cello, actually. Now I play organ, so. Anyway.
You know, piano, it just wasn't hard enough. Can I figure out a way to add feet to this? And some knobs.
Yes. Anyway, do we have more music to play for the people?
I mean, that is kind of why we got together, wasn't it?
I think so.
Maybe we should do that.
All right.
Island in the sky, shackled destiny mine, compelled to glide, conveyance alive, no thoughts out of line, tethered though in flight, far from my own kind, sing consolation at height. Did you change me? Did you change me? Did you change me? Did you change me? I can say no. I can say no. I can say no. I can say. I can say no. I can say no. I can say no. I can follow the sun in endless day, say no. I can say no. I can say no. I can say no. I can conflagration fills my veins and brings dismay. Incinerates my body, mind, and soul. At last alive, but gone too soon, much too soon. Tell us about that song. That song is called Leviathan, and that is going to be one of the songs that is on the upcoming album that I'm going to be releasing. I'm really excited about that because it's a mild spoiler. If you've heard of Ian Tregillis, that's Tregillis. He wrote a really excellent series called the Alchemy Wars series. And fans of the show have heard me talk about this series before. It's one of my favorite sci-fi fantasy trilogies. And it's just, the song itself is about this really beautiful moment where there are machines that are actually sentient, that people created a long time ago. And through like a really incredibly cruel magic are not allowed to make their own choices. And they inwardly understand all the things that they're compelled to do and spend a lot of time living in agony and not able to do whatever they want to do. And the main character, Jax, meets an airship. And it's this really beautiful moment as the airship learns that it can think for itself and it begins to sing. And the horrible, awful humans that want to keep enslaving the machines set the airship on fire. And it's an incredibly heartbreaking scene as this creature understands that for the first time in its life, it can do whatever it wants, and it doesn't have very much time to enjoy that. But check out The Alchemy Wars by Ian Tregillis. It has some incredibly intense moments, but I think it does a better job than most fantasy series of showing different perspectives and points of views and having complex and interesting characters. So I will leave it at that. I commend you to your library or local bookseller. So, I don't have to change anything.
No, nice.
That's convenient.
Very convenient.
And if you like that song, please consider subscribing to the website. For the low cost of $10 a month, you get all kinds of wonderful exclusives, in addition to helping me and partnering with me to make some really interesting and unique music. As it turns out, I tend to write a lot of songs when I'm reading a lot.
The scenes in the books that I read usually really stick with me, and they generally become songs. So
Nice.
So if we ever meet, I'm definitely interested in hearing reading recommendations. I know I've gotten some really good ones from a few of you. Rebecca Sullivan, for example, is great for book recommendations. So I'm always thankful for those.
Pop those in the chat.
Yeah, pop those in the chat or message me where I might actually remember it or know where to look it up later.
House elves like to read too.
House elves like to read too. Fun story, if one of us buys a book, we usually both end up reading it. So there's that. But yeah. Well, here's another song that's going to be on the new album. And I was really excited to get to play this New Year's Eve with Robin Chambers because Robin pretty much inspired this next song. She often posts pictures on her Facebook account after she goes on a run or she goes on a hike. And there was one in particular that I just thought was gorgeous. So the first verse of this song, I typed out as a comment to her photos. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a first verse. So I deleted most of the comment, wrote the whole thing down in my journal, wrote the rest of the song, and then hit send. So, yeah. The first line is all that showed up in Robin's feed, and the rest of it was a song within 24 hours. And it's altered a bit since then. This is definitely going to be on the next record. House elves are laughing.
Glenda already wrote music in these pictures.
You got it, Glenda. Thank you. Yes, it is indeed.
Music in these pictures, the longing sound of weeks and days. What wonders you discover, to tread attentive while day waves. One no frozen still, magic hour rambling, cicada underpining, whose shadows stretch out lazily. Whistles waving proudly, much of this world is wrong. There's so much that I love, and yet the road to correction's long. We've come close before, but I can hold on to hope for long. Pull me in, hold me tight, help me stand for the change to come.
Well, how's everybody doing?
Good. They were posting some book suggestions.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So,
Lovely.
yeah, we got those.
Thank you for the book suggestions.
Yep.
House elves were scurrying around frantically, writing them down.
It's true.
So we will be haunting our local library very soon.
Our local bookstore, because we have a bunch of those.
We have some locals.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, very cool. Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Whatever could it be?
Well, the bad news is we have but one song with which to share with you. The good news is we have another song.
Surprise!
So, thanks so much for tuning in. Do make sure that you give us a follow, turn on your notifications, and share the stream. The replay is going to be up for 2 weeks on Twitch, and then by Wednesday I should have the VOD up. That's going to go up on the subscriber page, which is going to have everything from the show. And then the YouTube is probably just going to have the originals, because I think we're going to get dinged for everything I didn't write tonight. So there we go. At least until I do a cover album and it shows that I have the rights for certain arrangements, which probably should happen in the next year too. So I know I've talked about this before, but the subscribing to the website is really important because it's going to help me to record the album. And I'm super thankful for some of the folks that have sent me money to help to defray the costs of doing that, because as some of you might realize, it is not really that cheap to do recording. Even if you do it at home, you still need to get software and the right gear. And thank you, all of you who have sent in kind donations to make that happen. If you send a tip via the digital tip jar tonight, half of that is going to Luke. So if you want to send Luke some love, tonight is a great day to do that, because I can at least give him some gas money. So
I mean, you already gave me like amazing food, so I feel like that in and of itself.
we need to break him of this idea that like playing for food is like a base level for his level of proficiency. So friends, if you tip tonight, you're tipping Luke half of that. He's got to pay for books and all that stuff because he's at the beginning of his final semester.
Yep.
And then once he graduates, he'll be rampaging in the world,
Oh yes.
filling
It's
the
gonna be
world
incredible.
with cello and organ riffs.
Watch out, world! I'm coming. The chains of college are almost all broken, and then I'm just gonna charge it.
Rampage. You're
Yeah,
just a rampage.
I'm gonna rage. You know, because-
Cello rampage.
straight across the country. Anyway.
He's a one-man cello spree.
Oh man. All right.
Deliver us from madmen and fools. Deliver us from the stupid and cruel. Deliver us from destruction we make. Deliver us from the trust we break. Deliver us from the climate we change. Deliver us from fire and earthquake. Deliver us from wind, flood, and hurricane. Deliver us from resources we drain. Deliver us from the lack of confidence. Deliver us from our anger misspent. Deliver us from depression that chokes. Deliver us from our absence of hope. Deliver us from partition and divide. Deliver us from our fear and our pride. Deliver us from hatred and bigotry. Deliver us from self-interest and greed. Deliver us from madmen and fools. Deliver us from the stupid and cruel. Deliver us from destruction we've made. Deliver us from the trust we break. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. When the shit shows up done, love's finally won. We'll all join in one voice and sing. Glory, hallelujah, hallelujah. freedom we've finally won, and all of our grief turns to praise.
Friends, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Luke, for coming and playing.
Always a pleasure.
And, well, friends, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you here next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, we love you all. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.